up, it's talking wrestling time. Pond Water and Amy, partners in crime. Dropping facts with laughs and trivia too. Pro wrestling tales coming straight to you. Stories wild and questions quick. Amy and Dave with the perfect kick. Tune in every week, don't miss the ride. Wrestling knowledge served with pride. Talking wrestling, it's a wild ride. Dave and Amy kicking ass on the wild side. Grab a chair and join the spree. It's all about the wrestling fantasy. They rant, they rave, they won't behave. Wrestling fans, come out your cave. It's time to party and misbehave. Talking wrestling, time to go. Ring the bell and start the show. They rant, they rave, they won't behave. Wrestling fans, come out your cave. It's time to party and misbehave. Talking wrestling, time to go. Ring the bell and start the show.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome in for another edition of Talking Wrestling with Pond Water and Amy. I'm Pond Water. She's the first lady of the Arn Anderson fan club, Miss Amy Vaughn. Amy, how are you?
Fabulous. Coming in on two wheels from work. No.
Yeah. Don't you just love the new song?
I do. It is really cool. I like it.
It kind of sounds
I
like
was
when the
jamming
guy
to it.
that starts it, he kind of sounds like he sings with a little Irish accent.
Ooh, I like that.
I like the they rant, they rave, they won't
Mhm.
behave.
It won't behave. That's more towards you, but that's okay.
Oh, I resemble that remark.
Big time.
But here we are on a special Monday night because when wrestling needs to be talked, we talk wrestling.
No kidding.
And we
Man,
got-
do we have a lot to talk about.
There was a little something that happened over the weekend, and I can't wait till we get to it. First, I want to thank y'all for joining us. I don't know if we've ever done a Monday night show before, but here we are.
I don't think we have.
We're going to try to quick hit this thing so we don't keep you from watching Raw, because I know everybody wants to, on the heels of what I do genuinely believe is to be the best WWE PLE that's not named WrestleMania that they've ever produced.
It's going to be hard to top.
Yeah. We got little Jimmy Sorensen riding with us tonight. T-Weave's here.
Hello, everyone.
I tell you, we're
Yes, we do appreciate it. We changed up, like you said, but we've never done it on a Monday night before.
I got to tell you, I went to see my daughters this weekend, and we all went out to eat at a Brazilian steakhouse, EG Steakhouse in Frisco, Texas.
Fun.
The E&G stands for something, but they shortened it down because I can't remember the names that E&G are, but they do a fine job at the Brazilian steakhouse. We ate copious amounts of meat.
Yum.
My wife, who's normally a picky eater, wasn't too sure about this going in, and she's a believer, and we ate until we hated ourselves.
I think the more the options, hopefully, the more chance Stephanie has to actually getting something she likes.
Well, she likes meat and potatoes.
Right.
So, I mean, that's
Lots
their
of that.
jam. I mean, they brought us the sirloin, they brought us the filet, they brought us the ribeye, they brought us the sausage. They had some bacon wrapped chicken, which, if I'm telling the truth, I enjoyed the bacon wrapped chicken more than anything I ate the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not
That
disparaging
sounds
the sacrifice of those cows, because and this was funny because we were talking and my daughter said something. My daughter Sarah, she popped off about Brazilian cows. Yeah, these Brazilian cows are really good, and we all laughed. And my son-in-law, her brother-in-law, Rick, Brittany's husband.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know.
You got to watch you just got to watch it live. You just got to watch the video to for some of the funny, and follow the chat. But Rick said, I'll have you know that the best cows come out of Terrell, Texas. And his wife, Brittany, held up her hand with this big ass diamond ring. She got her wedding ring. Is proof that the best cows come from Terrell, Texas. Rick's family is or they have cattle. They raise cows, so it was kind of funny. So we kind of go on a little bit, and then Sarah goes, "Well, at least Brazilian cows don't have any hair on their asshole."
Oh, Lordy. Look how red your face is.
It got all over me. Got that Brazilian wax going.
That's true.
Hey, the service was excellent. They actually added in the tip, and I added more to it because that's how good service was.
Now they just bring you out plates of. I mean, is it plates or they just you take what you want, right? You have
a card. One side's red and one side's green.
Okay.
Me being colorblind, once they told me which one was which, I was good to go. But let me tell you, I had mine on red, and they kept coming with the meat. But they just come up and they go, "Hey, would you like the sirloin? How would you like that?" And if you say, "Well," they got that's because they cook them on spits,
right?
And they come up, "How would you like? Would you like some filet mignon? Would you like some?" I can't remember. I can't pronounce the word that begins with a P that they said, but it was prepared a certain way. Then they had like the garlic beef, and a lot of people go to like it's like Fogo de Chao, like Texas de Brazil. This is the same concept, and it's all you can eat. And I mean, I hated myself. We were. Then of course the kids wanted to order. The Fireball cheesecake.
Ooh, yummy! That sounds good.
And I don't have the video ready to show. I put it on my Snapchat the other night, where they do a whole thing with flames and said it. But man, I wouldn't want to eat anything else, and so the kids ordered. Brittany got the chocolate mousse cake. Sarah got the Fireball cheesecake, and they looked at. "What about you, sir?" I said, "I'm miserable. I don't bring me the creme brulee."
That sounds about right.
And I ate every bite of it.
I bet that would be a great way though to top that off. The creme brulee, that was good.
You can't hardly go wrong with creme brulee.
No.
I wish they could just bring you a plate of the top of it. I guess they heat up the sugar on the top and put that crust on there.
Yeah.
I could just
eat that.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't. I mean, I had beef rib. I had garlic and beef. The filet mignon was excellent. I can't. I mean, when I tell you I think there was only one thing that I tried that disappointed me, and it was the ribeye.
Really? What about it?
It just was really tough.
Just tough.
And I mean, but I made up for it.
I bet.
Man, you went up to the salad bar, and I don't fall for salad bars at places like this. I mean, they got a nice salad bar, but why do you want to fill up on salad and bread when you got meat?
Right.
So
I can see that.
But I went up there and I got me like one tomato, and I got me like a little bit of their chicken salad, just a little bit of chicken salad to try. And I went over and but they had this cutting board that had like a stack of bacon on it, and there was like full sliced bacon, and I think it almost seemed not really caramelized, but it was glistening. I could have just picked up the whole damn block and took it to the table. That's how nice this bacon looked. I got me about 4 pieces of it. It was good.
Caramelized bacon. I could definitely take that. That sounds good.
It was awesome.
I will say this to my golden girls in the chat. I've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse. I need to go. We need to go as a group.
We do. If we all find ourselves in New Orleans next year, WrestleMania weekend, we'll go to Fogo de Chao.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm for it. Anything exciting happened to you this week?
Well, right now, Aaron is in a state competition for DECA, which is like on entrepreneurship and design, and I don't know exactly what it is. Business. It's very business oriented. And he won region, and so now he's doing state competition this right. Well, I think he's already done it today, and he'll know tomorrow how he does. And if he wins at state, he gets to go to nationals, which is in Orlando.
How long's he been in DECA?
This is freshman year, first time he's ever done it. He really likes it. He's got a great sponsor. It's also his homeroom teacher, and so I think she really. You know, like I said, I think she really talks it up and explains it way better than what I just try to explain it. Hospitality, like they have to do proposals and presentations and that kind of stuff. And I mean, it's really big at Grace County. I mean, they took like 60 kids, 51 kids, I think, got to go.
I think that's great that some of the things they're doing for these kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Giving them real life experience. So
yeah.
There was an article I read today. There's a little girl that goes to Central Hines. She's a senior, and she got to spend a week at the governor's mansion. She got to be a page. She got to learn how to write and present a bill.
Yeah.
I mean, she did a whole lot for a week there at the governor's mansion. It was giving her a lot of political experience. So
that it is. So we're enjoying the weather. It's 60 degrees here today. And so we are just very much, just enjoying that. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. But other than that, we are just smooth sailing into March. Yeah. What about you?
It's beautiful here, but we have tornadoes forecasted for tomorrow.
Oh, well, okay. I'll take my rain. Yeah, I guess it's probably all the same, probably, forecast or front coming in. You're just getting it a little bit worse than we are.
Well, this is almost a breaking news situation. So why don't we just go ahead and get right into it, Amy?
It's our topic, our main topic. Can we stay on topic? Maybe. We doubt it, but we try.
WWE did a little thing this weekend they like to call the Elimination Chamber. It used to be a nothing happening calendar filler. Maybe
to kind of help move forward some stories, because it is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, you do the Royal Rumble and then you'd go into the Elimination Chamber.
Well, and when they got the two titles, that tells us who the other
now it's got a point. It used to be like they would have a title match in the Elimination Chamber, and you knew the champ was going to retain because
yes, definitely.
It was like a throwaway pay-per-view.
But you know what? And I know before we talk about that huge elephant in the room with this topic, I want to say, number one, if you didn't have respect for Liv Morgan before, shame on you. She worked her butt off in that Elimination Chamber. She took a beating. She's continued to take a beating and show that she is there not to be just a pretty face, but she is there to throw down. And I thought she had a great showing. She's actually been in the Elimination Chamber more than anybody. In the Elimination Chamber matches, they put up that she had been in there more than any woman. And I mean, everybody heard that whip of the hair that she got across the stomach and saw it. But one of the things I did like when you were talking about that, we knew that the we knew that the title would not change hands at the Elimination Chamber. I liked how they kept announcing that the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber would take on either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, because they have a match. Like they didn't just keep,
I thought it was cute.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I feel like it's a foregone conclusion, but I really like that they kept saying that so that it was, you're right. You really don't know. You're not supposed to know anyway. I like how all three of them came out at the end. I thought that was kind of, I like that kind of visual, because Io Sky she's fabulous. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to let her win against Rhea Ripley. I think that's not the play that they want to make. But
if they do, it firmly establishes that Bianca will remain a face. But I don't believe it's going to happen. There's no way they're taking the title off of Rhea going into WrestleMania.
I would think it. Yes, the only
If
thing
she
I could
loses
think
tonight,
of,
she's pregnant.
I was going to say that the only thing I could think of is if for some reason, I don't know. I don't know. I'm with you. I don't really see her losing the title. But we shall see. I did like how Jade came out.
I like it. They got in the cage. And here comes Jade dressed in black.
Yep.
Looking like $1 million dang dollars.
And I love Liv and her. It was me. Oh my God. You know, she was scared to death. She goes, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Man,
You know,
Liv sells.
Mm-hmm.
She was selling after the Elimination Chamber match.
I don't think she was selling. I think she probably was really no.
I mean, she's incredible.
Yeah, I definitely think she is definitely.
Liv is really making the most out of the opportunities that are given to her.
Yes.
And
she's been a fan for a very long time. She's got pictures of her with her own little, made belt. I mean, this has been a dream of hers. This is not a stepping stone, as some people might use or did use the WWE. This is exactly what she wanted. So very happy for her. She had a great outcome for the match.
But we saw Jade hit the ring. I didn't buy it that it was going to be Liv and Michelle that had jumped on Jade.
Yeah.
So I really wasn't surprised when she went after Naomi. Bianca was selling it like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? But we know, and we have known, that Bianca was in the ring when the attack happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we know Bianca wasn't complicit in it. But now it's going to be interesting to see who Bianca. Jimmy corrected me. It's Raquel. I said Michelle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even pick up on that. I guess I heard the L part. I just didn't even. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bianca was in the ring whenever Jade got ran over or thrown in the car or whatever it was.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Okay. So I knew that unless they were just going to rewrite what happened that night, we knew Bianca did not attack Jade.
Right.
But Jade beat the brakes off of Naomi, slid the cage door closed on her.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was rough.
Yeah. She made a statement. And I can't wait to see how this is all going to shake out, because Bianca has a choice to make. And I think Bianca sides with Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to get Naomi and Jade at WrestleMania. I think that's this pay-per-view was very, very good about setting up
definitely
the next chapter. I mean, with
definitely
the matches at WrestleMania or something. Maybe I don't think there's anything else happening before WrestleMania now.
Mm-mm.
So we've got the roadmap has pointed that we're going to have Jade and Naomi, because we know Bianca is busy that night.
Right. I think we'll see Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez. I could see them two going at it. Alexa was telling Roxanne, "Do you not know who I am?" Roxanne has a title. I think that could, not necessarily saying it'll be a WrestleMania match, but I think I could see them as being a pairing as we go further.
I think that right now Alexa Bliss is a victim of her and Liv look like they could be sisters.
Mm-hmm. You think that's why they kind of kept her dark? Alexa, like when she came back, she's been gone for a while,
They're going to have to do something with her. Once upon a time, Rhea Ripley looked like every other blonde.
Mm-hmm.
That they were diamond. And I don't mean this I'm not disparaging when I say it, but hot blondes are a dime a dozen in WWE.
Exactly.
And she went and she distinguished herself with, you know, with her gothic look, her gothic punk look. And I mean,
I think that's really how she is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I
I
mean,
think
it was
she's just,
smart to do that though,
oh yes,
because
that's
she
what I
had just
mean.
because she separated herself from the comparisons to Tony Storm, to Charlotte Flair, to Trish
Yes.
Stratus,
Yes, definitely.
you know,
Yes.
to Lacey Evans at the time. I mean,
She let her freak flag fly.
I'm just saying, because Alexa Bliss, she looks amazing. You cannot
Mhm.
tell that this lady just had a baby.
No, and has been out of the ring for 2
And
years.
I don't think there
you
was any
know.
rust on her. She performed great. We had Liv eliminated Bailey, which really surprised me to see Bailey go first, because I thought that Bailey had a pretty good chance in this.
She was first?
Well, second, Naomi was first eliminated, just because she couldn't
Okay.
continue.
I was thinking Roxanne Perez was, I mean, I didn't write it down, so I just.
No, Liv eliminated Bailey first.
Okay.
And then we had the spot where Bianca whipped Liv with her hair.
Woo, that was
and it
rough.
welted.
Yes,
And
it
I don't
did.
know if it was a true welt or if maybe maybe they put something on the hair that would leave a mark.
I mean, it was.
But I mean, we heard it.
Mhm.
It smacked her pretty good.
100%. I think Bailey. Do you think Bailey's kind of gotten to be the OG now, like to get other talent over? Like you said, she got pinned first. Like, do you feel like they're not
She's
really
not front and center in the booking right now, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I know she's had an issue with Roxanne Perez,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd be interesting to see if that continues forward.
Definitely.
Alexa Bliss then eliminated Roxanne Perez.
Okay. Yes,
So-
yes.
But here are other songs by Taylor and some of the others
I love
on
it.
Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
Sorry.
Gonna have to just start calling her Bliss.
Exactly. Yes, Bliss. That's probably what
My
we'll
technology.
Have to
I think you can rename your technology from that
Oh,
name.
really?
I may have
Oh.
to. If we're
Yeah.
gonna have one back here in the podcast studio.
do.
And then Liv Morgan pins Bliss
Yes, I like
and
that too.
grabbed Bianca's hair for leverage. That popped me. That really did. That was so cool that she did that.
So smart. Really. So smart.
I will say that Bianca turns heel. Taking that ponytail off would probably be the move. Either that or she doesn't use it as a weapon too much as a face, but
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like, man, that ponytail got some miles on it in Elimination Chamber.
Yes, it did. Beat the crap out of people.
But eventually, Bianca wins the match.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we have Bianca going for Rhea Ripley's championship. As you said, they met one time when they wanted. I know that they're trying to get a photo op, but I just like to see the challenger, or like, hey, I just won the Elimination Chamber. Get out of here. It ain't your turn right now. I mean, maybe they could have pulled Bianca off of her.
Right. I think now let me ask you this. Okay. I just won the Elimination Chamber. My best friend got the shit beat out of her by one of my other best friends. I think I'm gonna go check on them.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen either.
Yeah.
We're
'Cause she was
pointing
real
at the sign and
concerned.
stuff, So it's just like
She was real concerned when she came out of the pod to enter the match, but she didn't. It really didn't seem like that was a focus
right.
to go get to the bottom of it.
And I think that could be telling. Or maybe not. I mean, maybe they're, but wouldn't you go check on your friend? I mean,
Yeah.
that you watch get completely decimated and got eliminated from the match.
And hey, and I don't hate that either. I don't hate that either. Naomi's needed a new coat of paint very badly. The glowworm character, I'm sure that it's over with 12-year-old girls, but she has needed something desperately, and I think that this would be a good direction for her, if especially if Bianca joins her. But I don't see how she comes out of this as the face if she's the one that attacked, unless they can prove that she didn't and Jade's just going scorched earth. But I don't think that's the way to go. Heel Naomi, heel Bianca, I'm excited for it. It's time.
Could be interesting.
So next up, we have a little tag team action in Toronto. Trish Stratus, who's ageless,
definitely.
Is tag teaming with the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Interesting fact here. Trish Stratus is in her 25th year as a professional wrestler. Tiffany Stratton's in her 25th year, period.
I hear you. I know. I mean, I'm sure this is what it is. It was a great way to showcase, showcase Trish Stratus. I don't really think anybody really cares about any of this, and I don't mean that ugly. I'm just saying, I don't really think anybody cares. I will say this: I'm surprised Nia Jax took the pin.
Yes. Andrew Hermes is with us. We got the whole TNA Top 10 with us tonight.
Heck
Allison's here.
My Golden Girls.
Darren Staley's here.
Oh,
Billy
Darren,
Sellers is here.
Me neither.
Coach Keith is here. Heather's here. Man, hell, the gang's all here.
Billy's here. Did you see Billy? Did you say Billy?
I did say Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But he said, as they'll discuss tomorrow on the TNA Top 10, Jade owned the moment and made the difference. First time she's played that role. I love Jade Cargill. I mean, I'm a huge fan. And we had in our group chat earlier this week, Allison took issue with Candice being in the match. And we all thought at first, because we felt like that Candice LeRae was in the match to take the pin. This kind of looks like, all right, Trish is going to win. Candice is taking the pin. This is kind of a predictable, make the fans feel good Trish Stratus moment.
Right.
I thought this was a good match. Let me just go on and say that there's not a bad match on this show.
No. But
this was what it was. Tiffany getting the pin on Nia, I think, is just really strengthens Tiffany going into her title defense against Charlotte. I mean,
that's true.
She's got a big challenge. That's a big challenge that you got the arguably the best woman in professional wrestling is coming to challenge you for your belt.
Who do you think's going to win, Charlotte or Tiffany?
Man, I don't have a feel for it yet. I got to think that Tiffany's going to retain.
You think so? See,
well,
you can see Charlotte winning and Tiffany chasing.
If Charlotte winning would be number 17, I could see Charlotte doing it. Maybe Charlotte wins dirty. But what I'm saying is that Tiffany with another clean pin on Nia I think that's the statement that was made, is that she's very strong as a champion. She didn't accidentally win this belt. She cashed in, but it's no accident that
kept it.
She's everything that she says she is.
Yeah.
Like I said, good to see Trish Stratus. I'm a huge fan of Candice LeRae. I'm glad that she's getting the spotlight.
Yeah. I just think, again, I think with Nia Jax, and I said this in our group chat, like, I think Candace has been put with Nia to kind of play off of her and kind of be the movement in the ring because
She's
that's not.
Mizdow.
Yeah, I mean that's not
She's
coming
Mizdow.
from. Yeah,
It's someone that getting getting the short end of the stick on a regular basis is not going to hurt her.
right. And if maybe they should have thought about someone else, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, there was so much talk about Nia in the past.
But did you put
About-
Natty in the spot? Natalia? Does Natalia play that role for Nia Jax?
I think the thing I like about Candace is that she's so much smaller than Nia.
Right.
Like,
and Candace has been around for a while. I refereed.
Oh, yes.
I refereed for Kansas. I mean, I refereed for Candace 12 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't mean
So, I mean,
that.
she's
I'm
been
just
around.
saying, yeah, I know what Allison Faye was just saying that, there's other people that could get that rub. Like you said, Candace has been around for a long time, but I think they might just be using Candace to kind of help the movement in the ring and help Nia look better.
But do you ever see Candice LeRae in a championship chase?
No,
program?
I see her. No, I think she's an OG at this point. She's here to establish.
Exactly. And who else would you put in that spot is what I'm asking. I can't come up with another name that's a better fit.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have like a established person. And I mean, I think she's fine in the spot. I think Nia needs it.
But the predictability was not there on this match. And I like that.
Yeah, I definitely
I really liked it a lot. But moving right along, I got problems with this match. I got a few things. I'm gonna nitpick just a little bit.
Okay.
But I loved this match. This was a great match. There's just a couple of things that I need to nitpick on this match.
Okay.
First off, it was a credible match. These two guys never disappoint. But when Stephanie saw that they were wrestling, she goes, "Oh, this again?"
Mm-hmm.
So have they gone to the well with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens too many times?
I think
I'd like y'all to sound off in the chat if y'all think they've gone to the well with this match. I mean, I don't know how you could say that. It was an excellent match, but I get that someone like Stephanie she's not what I would call a diehard.
Right.
But for her to see this and she goes, "This again?"
Right.
They're doing this again? And it's been a long time since they've done it. So but
I see Stephanie's point. There hasn't, I mean, Kevin's mad at Sammy for being with the blood. You know what I mean? Like I guess there wasn't something that happened, I think.
And I wasn't upset that Kevin won. I wasn't upset that Kevin won at all. Because Kevin's kind of got a point. Billy Sellers agrees. I think they fight too many times now.
I think we need to not see them fight for a while.
Okay.
At this point. Now
this is old man barking at clouds, but this is the gospel according to Palm Water. This is a non-sanctioned match.
Mm-hmm.
We used to call these matches lights out.
Right.
They're non-sanctioned. The promotion's not responsible.
They should be last, shouldn't they?
It should be last.
Yeah.
Lights go out.
Everybody goes home.
This
Everybody
should have been last.
Yeah.
I get why it wasn't last. I still think it could have worked last, though. You could have done all that, got all that done. Now this is it. This is lights out. It's not with what happened at the end. You could not make this last. I get it, but that's
too many
what I was
people
thinking
are
of.
on,
Like, oh, it's not sanctioned. Oh, and by the way, after the referee got his ass kicked, not wearing a WWE shirt. Now we got the WWE referees coming in. And then Charles gets his ass whooped.
Yeah.
How are you going to whoop Charles Robinson? But what I'm saying is
They're
that
maniacs. They're maniacs,
kind
I
of-
say.
we kind of poontanged around with the stipulations on this one. And this barbed wire chair,
Mm-hmm.
he hits Kevin with it. He sets it up. He does that leg deal where he makes Kevin eat the chair.
Yeah. The haluva kick.
No,
Is that what
no,
you're
he
talking
did
about?
like roll off where he just with the leg roll.
Oh, okay,
and
okay,
kind of
okay.
went him down, and he hits
Oh,
the chair.
yes.
We're beating this kid. We're beating each other with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not a drop of blood.
Yeah.
Not a drop of blood. Now I know Cody's going to bleed later, but still, why use a barbed wire chair to the head and the
Right.
face with no blood?
Well, and even like this picture of Sammy, I mean, he's bare chested. I mean, like there's no protection at all. You can't say, oh, it tore his clothes or something.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm nitpicking just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But little things mean a lot.
And I think Andrew has, a perfect comment. It goes back to it really just existed to bring Randy Orton back. So now we can pivot from Randy Orton to Kevin Owens.
It set it up perfect.
Yeah.
It set it up perfect, and Randy was fixing to dust off the punt, and they all got in there and kept it from happening. And I was clapping, man. This is great. It's all setting up, and I want to watch WrestleMania now.
Yes.
I mean,
I want to watch Raw and SmackDown now, and that was not the case all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I do. I'm going to watch
I want to see what's
WrestleMania.
going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Definitely.
saying. I want to that's what I'm saying about Raw. It's like, I mean, yes, I do watch it, but it's almost like, but I'm like, I really want to know, are they going to say anything about, so that's bravo to them. Cause like I said, they're going to maybe
And
have some more people might be watching it. I don't know.
And like I said, I'm not upset that Kevin Owens won. I did think that Kevin Owens, through his heel run here, has had some very good points.
Mm-hmm.
But again, just very entertaining match. Just I nitpicked it a little bit. A little blood would have gone a long way. I understand why it wasn't the typical lights out last match.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Yep. And it's like Andrew said, it's a vehicle to set up Orton. But and then also now we don't know what's going to go on with Sammy.
Don't you think he gets a break? Like, let him heal. Like, he's had a neck injury. He wasn't supposed to be in this match. He lost this match.
Yeah.
I think he goes away for a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see.
Bloodline's not doing nothing. Like, let him go enjoy life. And maybe he comes back at, like WrestleMania or whatever is after WrestleMania. I mean, I think he goes away. I think he needs to.
Yeah.
Learn a new hold, as they say. Oh my God, beautiful. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
I didn't put my thumbnails in order correctly when I made the PDF, and
We'll forgive you.
I didn't
was
have
quick.
enough time. So we're just all over the place. All right. The men's elimination chamber match. Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk. They had all these stats about how many combined world championships were in this cage.
Yes. Yes.
And
It was good. It was a very good, lots of stories being told. I thought this could be a possibility, but I loved how Seth Rollins ruined CM Punk's potential,
Oh yeah,
yeah, WrestleMania main event. Hush, my husband's saying you did not. Be quiet in there.
Drew and Seth started this thing off. Then we got Priest, and we got Logan, and then we had Cena. But Priest eliminates Drew.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew, Drew decks Priest, and then Logan does that big splash off the pod,
Mm-hmm.
and eliminates Priest.
And again, I mean, he is just, say what you want about Logan Paul, but I'm telling you, he is impressive for what he's done and the amount of time he's done it in. He's impressive. Sorry. What's wrong?
Heather said Kevin wasn't a George Michaels fan, so he took out Charles. Oh, and then Punk enters the cage.
Mm-hmm.
And then Punk manages to eliminate Logan Paul. I'm thinking that we might get Punk and Paul at WrestleMania.
Oh, we're getting Seth and Punk. Don't you think?
You're right.
Seth cost him.
You're
100%
right. I had a brain fart there.
That's okay. Any other time I would have thought that, because, him and Logan Paul and Punk have been mouthing. Like they gave you so many things.
Yeah.
You could see, they could go this way or they could go that way.
Yeah.
I think Seth solidified that.
And I came up with that bad take, and I got notes.
That's okay. I saw you put your old man glasses on.
I did, because I can't read my own writing. I did like the Hart Foundation spot.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was cool. That was cool that Cena and Punk did that to Seth. I loved it.
That was fun. Yeah,
and I knew that was a shout out. That was a tip of the cap. That was a tip of the cap to the Canadian fans there.
And then Logan Paul coming out with the American flag. Like, oh my God, it's kind of funny because you're like, it's the Cold War all over. Like
after all this, after all the dust settles from what we're doing right now,
mm-hmm.
we have to have a Team Canada, Team USA situation.
Oh, I mean, that was hilarious. I was just like, oh my Lord.
You're not going to convince me that WWE had them sing the national anthem in Canada. Not they did that on purpose.
Oh, 100.
They got the response. Punk defeated Punk.
When was the last time we've ever heard the national anthem being sung at a pay-per-view that's not WrestleMania? Like you said, that was 100% because of all this mess going on.
Yeah, Punk gets the win over Seth. They did the combination. He hit the go to sleep where Cena hits and I gotta wonder if the AA is going to go back to the FU now.
Could possibly.
He gets the pin, but then Seth does the most brilliant thing and does a curb stomp. Does a curb stop to Punk on the grating.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cena, here's where I'm going to nitpick about this match, is Cena pulls Punk back into the ring, and instead of just pinning him off of the curb stomp, he puts him in the STF, the submission. But you just got the guy curb stomped on the grating. I mean, why don't you,
I guess it allows Punk to look strong because he passes out.
Yeah, I guess it just seemed like to me that maybe you could have at least, pull him in, try to get the pin.
Get the pin.
1-2 kick submission.
Right.
I think that should have been a pinfall attempt on a curb stomp.
Yeah,
but John Cena wins. Music hits.
Yeah.
Here comes Cody. Cody's coming out and gets in the ring with Cena, and they're all congratulations, and they're doing their let's look at that WrestleMania sign. And hey, I also like that at one point I think it was Randy Orton. Randy Orton looked like he was going to point to the WrestleMania sign, and he started to do it, and he just did it, and he laughed. He laughed like no, and then he got up and did his pose on the rope. But I think he teased that, like, how everybody does it.
I'm going to WrestleMania.
That tickled me. But back to Cena, we got Cena and Cody in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the music, and it's not your traditional rock theme.
Right.
And we get Travis Scott, who's kind of a big deal right now, like 5 Billboard awards, or he's he's a hell of a performer with a gimmicked hardcore belt.
I thought that was the hardcore belt.
Yeah, it's like everything that's on the hardcore belt that they just put it on the hardcore. They just put it on a WWE belt.
Okay, because I was like, what belt?
But even that duct tape said hardcore on it. I don't know. Maybe Travis Scott used that belt in a video.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't.
You mean you're not a big Travis Scott fan?
I had to Google Travis Scott.
He be Kylie Jenner's baby daddy. I do know
that.
Oh,
really?
Yep. That's Travis Scott.
Was not aware.
2 children? I think they have 2 kids together.
I had no idea who he was. But anyway, he comes out with The Rock, the final boss, and they're walking down there, and I'm looking at all these signs. And the tariffs must have already been taking a hell of a toll, because it seemed like everybody in that crowd wanted to sell their soul to The Rock.
Yep. No kidding. Yeah.
And I want to tell our 51st state, chill out, because y'all are never in a million years going to be the assholes that Philadelphia is. Just saying. Am I right, Coach Keith? Anyway, so we get them in there, and The Rock's telling Cody, you got to hug me, my brother. Give me your soul. You're going to give me your soul. We're going to be brothers. And Cody promptly tells The Rock to fuck off.
Yeah.
It's the only cuss word that wasn't beeped in the whole pay-per-view.
Exactly. I mean,
they beeped the crowd chanting "Holy shit!" They were trying to keep that from getting through on the broadcast. But not only did Cody say it, WWE posted a clip of it on their socials with him saying it.
That's a very adamant. He was very adamant about what he was saying.
Did it look to you like something else was supposed to happen there? Like maybe they got lost. Maybe Cena was supposed to go to Cody quicker. It just seemed like there was a lot of time between Cody saying that to The Rock and Cena going to him. It was like they were looking at each other like there was maybe something else was supposed to happen there.
Honestly, I'd have to watch it again.
It was a little awkward.
Just to kind of see what.
It was a little awkward, and I was listening to Busted Open on the way home, and they thought so too.
Oh, so you think Travis Scott was supposed to do something?
I have no idea.
And because it seems, I
think that Cena probably could have gone to Cody quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But when he hugged him and did that.
That was so damn great.
Man, look at that. That we're going to see that. That's going to be on memes. That's going to be on that image between him and The Rock is going to live forever. You're going to see this from now on.
And The Rock just like.
And The Rock takes that and he does the cutthroat thing, which I noticed that Cody gets choked with his necktie, which at once upon a time got Bryan Danielson fired. Daniel Bryan got fired over that.
Right.
And The Rock's doing the cutthroat thing, and I'm pretty sure somebody else got fired over that. Or got in trouble for it because we didn't do that anymore.
Right.
So I just got tickled that some things that were no-nos in the past all happened here. But
Right.
it's The Rock and Cena. What are you gonna do? Send them to AEW? No, they can do whatever they want.
I mean, like you said, this is priceless. Like, absolutely. But you could have that story of John Cena wants to break that record. He wants the record and he'll do anything to get it. And now look at where we are.
It's a
You know?
bogus record anyway. I just want to point out that
I'm
Rick
just saying.
Rick is legitimately at least at 22.
But I'm just saying that's not what we're touting. That whole thing, I mean, that's what.
They're going to have to use some creative storytelling for this one because I don't see Cena and Rock on any shows before Mania.
Lots of vignettes, don't you think? They could do be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Heather. I think The Rock's in. I mean, I think he's committed. I love this so much because we've talked about John Cena before. I'm tired of his act. I haven't thought John Cena was interesting in 15 years. I think his work in the ring is hot garbage most of the time. His lazy shoulder tackles, his punches don't look real. His punches during the match look like shit. His punches after the match on Cody looked pretty good until he got down and really started peppering him.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the watch, that was some of the best punches I've seen Cena throw in a while. But I'm super excited for a heel John Cena because he needs this bad. To me.
Well, I think one of the things that was always holding Cena back was his connection with the fans.
Yes.
But now you don't need that now because you have Cody who does all that. When John Cena was really wrestling, who else could have done that but him? In that spot, you didn't have any other wrestlers that if he had turned heel, that would be, maybe a Rey Mysterio with the mask and that. But I mean, you didn't have that. Now it's perfect for John Cena to turn heel. You're not worried about him and, people buying his merchandise because you've got Cody who's connecting with the fans and the kids all love. You've got your PG kind of champion and John Cena, like I said, he could say, I sold my soul. I want to win the title one more time. Set whatever, break the record. I want the record. I'll do anything to get it. And shows that he will do anything to get it. And I think he does win at WrestleMania.
Well, first off, I also heard today that Break-A-Wish has been they filed for a trademark on Break-A-Wish.
Oh Lord.
I do not want to see that. Don't
bring that
belittle, don't make less of what this man's done for Make-A-Wish. Now, I don't know if WWE and Make-A-Wish are tied anymore because Sue Aitchison's gone. I don't know that I know that Cody does a lot with kids. Maybe they're still doing wishes.
Maybe they've got that so that someone couldn't get it and really do some damage with it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I could have saw a post today with somebody just trying to be cute. I mean, because it was one of the wrestle news accounts.
But I mean, I could see WWE patenting it so that it can't be utilized.
But I would hope that they don't.
Not use it, and not them even utilize it. Just
now it's heat. If they do it, they do it. It's heat.
I don't know if they need to. I think this is enough.
But I'm going to tell you, I would not be surprised if at WrestleMania, The Rock and Cody destroy John Cena. If a stipulation comes up for this match where it's no disqualification, we're going to have a replay of WrestleMania 17, and The Rock's going to be the Mr. McMahon character, and Cody's going to be the Stone Cold character, and John Cena's going to be the Rock character that got the crap beat out of him. And then Cody's going to be Cody. It was all a swerve. Cody sold his soul, and The Rock took that opportunity to destroy John Cena.
That would be interesting.
Because I don't think Cena stays heel for the next 10 months. He's not going to finish his career as a heel. Terry Weaver takes it one step further here. What if they turn on The Rock and it was a swerve? Again, it's WWE booking. I bet you they have things in place that and then they have what they're really going to do in place.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see John Cena win at WrestleMania, defeat Cody, and then watch that progress to whatever SummerSlam, Survivor Series. I don't really know, but I think that I think John Cena has been wanting to be heel for so long. I just think, again, let's take this all the way out as far as we can go. If he wins the title at WrestleMania and he keeps it, then he loses it. I mean, the tour's over. He's done. I think he does stay heel until, like I said, I could see SummerSlam.
Oh, I think if they beat the hell out of him and he chased the title all summer, he wins and retires as the champion, and then he didn't have to defend it.
Well,
Jimmy
that's true,
Sorensen,
too.
though, if there was a third man, who do you think that is? I'm glad you asked, Jimmy. I could see it being Sami Zayn. That's what I was saying a little while ago. I held up 3 fingers. What are we going to do with Sammy? Sammy's, he's a ship without a rudder right now. He's done had the hell beat out of him. He doesn't have, I could see Sami Zayn. I could see CM Punk. If they're going to go on with this, if they're going to go on with this Punk, and if they're going to go on with Cena and The Rock after WrestleMania, and with this heel run, but Cody Rhodes would be such a better heel. And maybe it's all a swerve because The Rock can say, hey, you remember that time that you called me out for having my promos wrote on my wrist? Gotcha. Black Adam's greater than Peacemaker.
No way.
No, but we're gonna have. But as it stands right now, Homelander versus Peacemaker at WrestleMania 41.
I think this is another reason why people are very excited and energized, because you're right. It literally could go like we could see all kinds of different scenarios with this, with just these 3 people. Like The Rock. It's really Rock and Cody. It's really Cody and John. There's all kinds of different things that, it could go.
And everybody says that everybody was upset about it, but I thought the crowd popped for John Cena turning on Cody. I didn't see a lot of outrage on the camera angle I saw. It looked like there was people that were excited that he did it.
I think a lot of people were shocked. Because, it was so good, because obviously in the ring, you don't see what we're seeing through the lens of the television, where they're focused on John Cena's face. The only people that saw that were, the people that were on that side, or they might have seen, so.
Oh, it was on a screen in the Sky Dome. It had to be.
Well, yeah, but still, when you're at a live event, that's real easy to miss, because you're kind of looking, at everything. And then you saw him kick Cody. So, I think that could have been just.
Yeah. Cody toted an ass whooping there.
Oh, yeah.
Even down to the watch.
And you're right. You're just like telling the ref that.
But I think people are excited for heel Cena.
I think they want to see it. Yes, definitely.
I know I am. I'm the most excited for John Cena that I've been in. Because normally when he shows back up, I'm like, oh, great. Because he comes out and he cuts his promo and he does this whole, and that whole fake humble act makes Garth Brooks say, hey, take it down a notch.
Oh, now. I think he was what he needed to be during his era. And now he's going to be allowed to be more than that. And I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Well, all right.
I was going to say, it's 7:00, sir.
So overall, how did you rank this?
Out of what?
Out of-
5 jars?
Yeah. Out of 5 jars, what did you give it?
I give it a 4.5. And a
4 and a
swallow.
mouthful. That's where I'm at too. And it was the unsanctioned match that brought it down. That kept it from being 5 for me.
Yeah. I mean,
but I enjoyed it. I mean,
you know what? Honestly, the chamber matches were the only ones that really mattered. I hate to be like that, but I mean, I could have done without the other 2. I really could have.
All right.
Are you okay? I was like, are you frozen? I couldn't tell.
No, I was looking at tomorrow's date. We don't have a guest for tomorrow because we're not on tomorrow.
That's right. Because can we say what we're going to be doing? I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll plug it. I'm gonna be on with Conrad and David Crockett, with guests Tully Blanchard, Ricky Morton, and Nikita Koloff on ad-free shows. It's a Top Guy event.
No, it's not. It's not Top Guy event. It's everybody 29.
Oh, it's an ad-free shows event and it's going to be a Zoom where you can ask questions, and
now
we're going to watch that. We're going to watch along for Starcade, Night of the Skywalkers. We're going to watch the Tully. We're going to watch the Tully Dusty match with Tully. We're going to watch the Rock and Roll and the Andersons with Ricky Morton, and we're going to watch Flair and Nikita with Nikita.
I mean, how that. I can't even. I'm super excited, like, to be able to talk to the people that were in that match live. If you're not a subscriber to ad-free shows, you need to be at least the $29 level. You need to see this. This is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a hell of a watch along there.
Well, and plus too, all those men we've talked to in some way, and they are talkers, and they, I mean, they're very personable, and they exchange with us. So it's not like you're not going to be pulling teeth to talk to any of these guys. And I'm just,
super excited for it.
Super excited.
But I will tell you what else I'm super excited for. That next week we'll be back on Tuesday night on a program. And our guest next week will be Caleb Conley.
Yes.
Caleb Conley, the current BIW Southern Heavyweight Champion. You might know him from TNA. You might know him for Impact, Caleb with a K. He is doing some things with the Insane Clown Posse now with their promotion. Hell of a performer.
Busy.
Hell of a performer. I think the world of him. And he's got an incredible career, and I can't wait to have him on the show next week.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be a great March.
Yeah. We're also going to have Ron Edwardson in Red Leather. We're going to talk belts.
I love it.
And Ron is the belt maker for AEW. So
that's going to be really cool, because I don't know much about how you make a belt and all that stuff, and he's going to be here to talk to us. That's going to be cool.
We can ask him.
Yes, definitely.
He's got some. He's made some pretty incredible belts.
Definitely.
And he's got a really great story. Looking forward to having Ron on.
Yes, like I said, it's going to be a great March.
And Exodus Prime. We got Exodus Prime coming up. But right now it's time for y'all to go on and go watch Raw. We won't keep you. Want to thank you for joining us on this special edition of the Palmwater and Amy show. Just because
Definitely.
It's just I got so super excited when he turned heel. Like, we got to talk about this.
Definitely.
I was out. I didn't get to watch it live. I saw some clips, and as soon as I got home yesterday, I was glued to the television to watch it.
I'm just saying that what you have right there, we all saw, and it was just, and then then he like lifts up and he's like smiling to Cody, and then he just kicked. I mean, that was great. That's when we knew at that moment.
John Cena's a hell of an actor.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, look at that face. Like you could. I mean, it was
And
great.
and if they let him turn loose, especially on Netflix cutting promos, we could get some Peacemaker.
I think they will, don't you? I mean, like, if
Oh
this is
yeah.
really this is his last
Well, I
run,
mean,
this
they
is
got
what he's
Cody out here.
doing.
They got
Oh,
Cody
yeah,
out here who is for the kids, telling The Rock to fuck off.
very true. But, you know,
Any-
if someone wants your soul, I think maybe that's what you need to be you need to be able to use those words.
Oh yeah, that Ernest franchise is just waiting for John Cena to revive it.
Y'all are so weird.
Hey, I don't really want to dogpile him, but the
Mhm.
NWO images where the N, the W, and his ball spot is the O.
Yes.
That's kind of mean because I got one. And I really don't want to mess with him about it.
But,
But
yes, I mean, there's definitely some interesting memes out there now.
but we're going 2 hours if we go down that rabbit hole of all
I
the things
know.
that they could do.
Definitely.
I'd like to tell y'all to go to Big Time Belts at facebook.com. Big Time Belts can make your belt dreams come true. High quality, low prices, Big Time Belts. They're waiting to hear from you. If you can dream it, they can make it. It's very affordable. We thank him for sponsoring our pod. Be sure to check out the TNA Top 10. I believe Andrew said they're going to record tomorrow night. Their top 10 list is going to be episodes of Bob's Burger. Bob's Burgers. That ought to be fun.
Yes, go find it. You can be in the poll.
And I can't wait to
They
hear
still have it up.
I can't wait to hear their hot takes on what they saw at the Elimination Chamber. Andrew, Terry, and Allison, they do a great job with that show.
Definitely.
Allison kicks them in the ass and keeps them on point. I mean, they don't need a song that says, "Can we stay on topic?" I hope so. Probably not, because Allison Faye will bust ass around there, keeping them on track.
Yes. She's very good at that.
Be sure to check out Drunken Pop. Drunken Pop is the FFP rebranded.
Yes.
Those boys are doing nice things. We're at the Ram Network, patreon.com/Ram Network, $1 a month. You get all the bonus content that you can handle. It's $1. It's $1. You're not overpaying for it. I mean, we're not getting rich on $1. Go over to the Ram Network /
Yeah,
and hey, we're stuck at 677 subscribers on YouTube. Let's click subscribe, like, comment, interact with us. If there's something you like, tell me. If there's something you do like, tell me too. I like it when y'all pat me on my head and tell me I'm a good boy.
Oh, he does.
So, but no, let's see if we can get this thing up over 700. We've all of a sudden quit clicking. We've quit clicking subscribe on there. Share with your friends. We really appreciate it. Interact with us. Follow us on our socials. I'm Ref Super Dave PWD. She's at Amy RD 20_24.
Yep.
And we are at PWD Pod on X. And with all that, we're out of here. We'll see you next week with Caleb Conley on Talking Wrestling with Palm Water and Amy. Good night.
Good night.